Good morning. I hope everybody had a great start to the school year last week. I know I really enjoyed the freshman retreat on Saturday. To see the seniors give of their time to welcome the newest members of the upper school community and share the wisdom that they've accumulated on their time on the Garth campus really was awesome. Thank you to everyone who helped make that day a success. While we're obviously meeting in the same format as last year today, it really is our hope that soon we'll be able to move to in-person community time. So watch for that. Today's meeting focuses on one of the core values of our Randolph School community, honor. To help remind us of the work that the Honor Council does is this year's president, Kate Owens.
Hi everyone, today we're going to be doing the honor reorientation for this year. This is just going to be a brief recap on our honor system and what it means for our upper school community. I'd like to start with the mission statement, which is seeking truth, building character, and nurturing all. Randolph School provides a rigorous and well-rounded K-12 college preparatory education within a nurturing community. Through a commitment to excellence in academics, the arts, and athletics, the school's program and its faculty demand diligence and discipline while encouraging creativity and discovery. Above all, the school emphasizes honor, integrity, and character so that all in partnership with Randolph are elevated and inspired to enrich their families, communities, the nation, and the world. As a reminder, the honor code is I will not lie, I will not cheat, I will not steal, and I will not plagiarize. The honor pledge is I have neither given nor received unauthorized assistance on this work. We're going to be going through some example scenarios regarding honor, so please keep in mind the following questions. Will my actions mislead or deceive? Give myself and or others an unfair advantage, deprive another person of their rightful property, hurt or disrespect another person, disrupt or damage the Randolph community, or bring discredit to Randolph's reputation. Question number 1. In your group chat, your friends begin to discuss their responses to a difficult assessment they took earlier that day. You have the same assessment in the afternoon. Why is this dishonorable? So you are being given an unfair advantage over the rest of the students in your class by having prior knowledge of the questions on the assessment. You are also disobeying your teacher, as it is known not to discuss the answers with outside classes and or students who haven't taken the exam. The honorable thing to do in this situation is to go to the teacher to inform them of the situation and that you have seen the answers and are unable to take the assessment. Question number 2. A daily homework assignment is due today. You decided not to do it, knowing you wouldn't have to turn it in. When you get to class, the teacher asks you to get out your homework. The teacher asks you, did you do the assignment? In this situation, be honest. Tell the teacher the assignment is incomplete. If you lie, not only are you violating the honor code, you are also breaking the teacher's trust, which is difficult to win back. As far as other classes, whatever late penalty you receive is always better than going before the honor council and breaking a teacher's trust. As far as time management, it's always best to do your work ahead of time and all the work that is assigned, even if you might have to turn it in, and never leave anything up to chance. Question number 3. Your computer is at 2% and you need it for a project in the next class. You left your charger at home. Walking to class, you see a computer charger in someone's backpack and decide to take it with you to class. Why is this dishonorable? You took someone else's property without their prior consent. Even if you were just borrowing it with the intent of returning the item, it still qualifies as theft because you didn't ask for permission. So what should you have done? Even if it's from a friend, always ask permission before you take or use someone else's property. If you forget an item, it is more than likely that someone else in the school has and will let you borrow that item. Please note that if you borrow an item from someone, please be responsible and do not damage or lose their property. Question number 4. You procrastinate finishing your iSearch paper for English, and before you know it, the due date arrives. You decide to email Ms. Russick to tell her you're sick and so that you can stay at home and finish the assignment. Why is this dishonorable? Not only are you lying about your reason to stay at home, you're cheating because you're gaining an unfair advantage over other students who completed their work in the allotted time. So, what is the honorable thing to do? Show up with the completed work and ask for an extension. So, situations like this can be prevented in the future through time management, especially for projects like the iSearch, which are very long and can be tedious. Try to do work in small, manageable amounts to avoid stress and panic. When you're under this kind of stress, it can be difficult to think clearly about what the honorable thing to do is, so make sure you're setting yourself up for success. Question number 5. While working on a lab report, a friend asked you to send them your answers. The teacher previously made it clear that collaboration on this project was prohibited. What is the honorable response? This is a very tough situation, as it can feel as you're prioritizing either friendship or the honorable thing. Friends should never put you in this situation. Don't be afraid to stick up for yourself and your work, and it is okay to say no. Remind them of the honor pledge, which is I have neither given nor received unauthorized assistance on this work. As a Randolph student, you are obligated not to share answers, and hopefully you can encourage your friend to ask the teacher about any questions or confusion they have. Question number 6. There's a big history project due today. You totally forgot about it until class when you see everyone walk in with their finished work. The teacher asks you, where is your assignment? What is the honorable thing to do? I think this is a very common incident. I know it's happened to me on occasion. I know it can feel embarrassing and awkward, but the best thing to do is to tell your teacher the truth, that the work is at home and incomplete. Your teacher will not think any less of you for telling the truth, but if you choose to lie, the bond of trust will be broken. How does this apply to other classes? Please remember your academic integrity is not worth the couple of points you will lose by turning it in late. Question number 7. While taking a math test, you notice the student next to you looking at their neighbor's paper. What is the honorable thing to do? Wait until after the test, go up to the teacher and report what you've seen. By copying off someone else, this student is disrespecting and devaluing their work by presenting it as their own. What could the other student have done to prevent this situation? Sometimes when we're taking a test or a quiz that we don't feel prepared for, it can be very nerve-wracking, like our entire grade is on the line. Please remember that it's not. Remind yourself to make honorable decisions and use this as a learning experience to prepare ahead of time and ask questions that confuse you. Question number 8. In a chemistry lab, your experiment is not going well. The data you collected seems pretty inaccurate. In the last couple of minutes of class, you erase your data and write in the numbers you know are correct. Is this a violation of the honor code? Yes, this can be considered both cheating and lying. Not only are you presenting falsified information to your teacher, you're also gaining an unfair advantage over other students by forging results you know to be correct. What is the honorable thing to do? Sometimes when our labs and experiments aren't going how we want them to, it can be frustrating and confusing, but please remember that your teachers can help you learn what's happening and how to fix it. Remember that open communication with your teacher is better than a visit to the Honor Council. Question number 9. Your essay is due tomorrow and you still haven't reached the required word count. To fix this, you type random words at the bottom of the page in white font to reach the minimum requirement. Why is this dishonorable? Again, this is lying and cheating. This is lying about assignment completion and word count, and cheating because you're gaining an unfair advantage over the students who completed the work in full. So what should you have done? Again, contact your teacher for help if you need it and tell the truth. Do all of your work with integrity. Question number 10. You've been assigned a lab report in one of your science classes. You decide to work together with a friend even though you're not sure if this is allowed. Does this count as an honor offense? Yes. If your teacher doesn't explicitly state that you're allowed to work together, don't, because this can create plausible deniability. If you're confronted about this as an honor offense, you could claim that you didn't know or were unaware of the rules concerning working together. This is wrong and an issue. As a rule, please refrain from working together unless explicitly stated, and always clarify the rules of assignment. Randolph encourages discussion and collaboration, but sometimes this is inappropriate. And it still counts as an honor offense if you're working together, even if you didn't know you were supposed to. It is both your teacher's responsibility and your responsibility to clarify the rules for each assignment. Some final reminders. Our community of trust is upheld and maintained by each Randolph student, which means that it is your responsibility to adhere to the honor code in all areas of student life. As stated by the Randolph Handbook, it is each individual student's responsibility to set an example for others through his or her own honorable conduct, to counsel others to support the honor code fully, and to report violations to the appropriate faculty member, to the honor council, or to his or her advisor. Thank you everyone for listening. As a reminder, if you have any questions about honor or the honor code, please see our faculty sponsors, Ms. Russick and Ms. Reyes, or any council member. The handbook also has valuable information concerning the honor system as well as the honor council constitution, so please refer to that as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Kate. As always, when you have a question regarding if something is acceptable or not acceptable, ask your teacher. They'll help you as you work through what is approved and what's not. We're excited to start our fall athletic seasons this week. Volleyball gets the year started Thursday at Decatur in matches with both Decatur and Athens. Football will have its first home game of the season Friday versus Elkmont. It's lower school night. And cross country heads to Bob Jones on Saturday for the Bob Jones 2.1 miler. As we return to a more normal year, We recognize that one of the things we missed last year was the opportunity for students to attend games. I can't wait to see the student sections fill back up as we have the opportunity to support one another again. With so many of our students participating on these athletic teams, the cheer and dance squads, and also the band, it really is a massive number of you all participating in events this week and throughout the remainder of the year. Nothing screams louder that a school has positive community spirit as the stands full at these athletic contests and our performances. I know I'm not alone in looking forward to welcoming many of these opportunities back this year. In other announcements, we'll have opening convocation this Thursday at 9 a.m. Because of this, advisory this week will be on Tuesday, and we'll have a special schedule on Thursday that you'll see posted. I know we're all looking forward to watching our seniors march in with their kindergarten buddies. So the plan is for this to take place on Sports Med Field. Students in grades 9 through 11 will sit in the visitor side bleachers. With the fall athletic seasons kicking off this week, we will have our first pep rally outside on Sports Med Field Friday. The theme is Hawaiian, so feel free to rock your best Hawaiian attire on Friday. Entry into each of the buildings on this campus will now require each student to have a key fob dot. If you don't have your dot, please see Mrs. Maynor in the front office. If you need a new dot but have your old one, you will not be charged. The doors are now locked each and every day, so be sure to have your dot. We've also had an issue the first few days of school with some people parking in the reserved spaces in the junior parking lot. If a space is marked as reserved, including for food services, it is not available for students. If you're parked in a reserved spot, you will receive a discipline point. And finally, we've had a great number of students already sign up to audition for this year's fall play, Our Town. The auditions begin this afternoon, so it's not too late if anyone else who's interested wants to sign up. For more information, please see Coach Scarborough. Thank you for your time today. Be excellent to each other, and seniors, class of 2022, you are dismissed.